talk about big balls. Yeah, big balls, boy, have the Democrats are angry at big balls. Democrats do not like big balls. Democrats are squealing like big balls has them by their little balls. Oh, wow. Yeah, and for those of you who don't know, DOGE has a employee, a consultant called, he's young. There's a problem. So I don't know what that means. Hang on, I gotta message somebody. So okay. There, that should fix the echo. Thank you very much. My wife has let me know I have an echo. Lovely. That should fix it. That should be gone now. All right, so. Where was I? Sorry. Doge has I don't know why the YouTube and my software can't connect. I always have to change settings each time. One way, sometimes set it to A, so I set it to B, where YouTube gives me an echo. Really stupid. All right, well, Doge has a consultant. He's about 19 years old, and he went by an online handle of big balls for a long time. Hey, we've all been 19, especially us guys, you get it. But they are having a cow and just using that name against this kid. But if you look this kid up, holy crap, he is almost like a young Elon Musk. He is, I mean, for lack of better words, freaking brilliant. So, they are just going nuts everywhere and screaming and reeing and just having a cow. Sorry, I got a little bit off there. Just fixing this echo, continually YouTube, back and forth with my software. Now, here I'm over at Newsweek. A 19-year-old with a concerning hacker background, known online as Big Balls, is working as part of Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. Concerning hacker background, known online as Big Balls. What do you mean? Hey, not all hackers do bad stuff. There's a lot of hackers that work for security companies, work for legitimate stuff. But you know what? If he was a hacker when he was even younger, getting into stuff, he's working for Elon Musk. It usually means he's probably gone legit. He's seen the error, and there's money to be made legit without going to jail. So even the best hackers sooner or later get caught. And it sounds like, if we read through this, you'll see this kid has really done some stuff. And I don't mean bad. One former FBI agent has said he would not have recommended Edward Korestein for government work, knowing his work experience to date. Yeah, because you morons always think inside the box. You just want to hire your government-approved people, which is why we are in the shithole we are now. We are in this totally screwed up point in our government where half of you are corrupt, you're paying people off, you don't even know what is going on, and one hand doesn't know what the other hand is doing. Our tax money is flying out the door to every other country and to the illegal immigrants here. So you know what? Screw you. I want to hire somebody that's not of you, not the one you would choose. Just like Donald Trump. You wouldn't choose Donald Trump as president. Well, gee, we did, and you wonder why. So, FBI agent, bite me. Newsweek contacted Musk via Twitter for comment on how Korestein was appointed to his position. Why it matters. Ooh. Korestein's recruitment, I'm going to go with that, to Musk's team, which was commissioned by President Donald Trump to recommend ways to cut down on government spending, symbolizes the new administration's unconventional approach to government reform. Yeah, unconventional. We've tried the conventional for decades and decades, and where has it gotten us? Nowhere. Because they all just pat each other on the back, hide for each other. They won't prosecute each other. When they break blatant laws, nothing ever gets done. Nobody gets punished. Nothing gets fixed. Our tax dollars never come back to us. We never see any results. So you know what? Ooh, the unconventional approach. I'll take it. We need unconventional. Conventional is why we elected Donald Trump. Conventional kept us screwed and screwed and screwed. We were getting worse, getting pushed around by every country in the world. Illegal aliens coming in. Our roads look like crap while we're building roads in Ukraine and Guatemala and crap. We got vets on the streets. We got a drug problem. We got homeless people everywhere. Not enough housing, not enough food. We're paying through the nose for everything. But hey, we'll stick with conventional and give our crap away more. Bullshit. It's why we elected Trump, and we are very happy. Once again, I did a little short video. The Democrats going, well, you will know. Bet you aren't very happy you elected Trump, are you? Huh, chuds? And I said on that little short video, bullshit. We are happy as hell. We knew exactly what Trump was going to do. He didn't hide it. He said everything he was going to do in the open. And he put Elon Musk up there to say what he was going to have Musk do. We knew every bit of this. We are happy as hell. We are loving it. So to all you lefties out there having a cow, you're getting what you want. Yes, we are. This is exactly what we knew was going to happen. We knew there could be some pain. We knew it may take a little time to fix some stuff. Oh, food ain't come down. Been 3 weeks. Blow me. Your guy had 4 years to screw it up, and you're going to act like you're getting one over on us by saying Trump hasn't fixed nothing yet. You're morons. And if you want to look up why the egg shortage is going on, go for it. There was an egg flu, and the Biden administration is the one that ordered 100 million chickens to be killed because they may have it, caused the egg shortage. It's been going on for a year. So you might want to look that up. And they offed chickens that didn't show any sign of it. Just, let's be safe and cause an egg shortage. Whee! But now chuds are, I'm going to use that back on them. They're blaming it on Trump. You guys are stupid. God. So I'm going to stick with unconventional. Conventional has got us nothing. Zip, zero, zilch, nada. DOGE has quickly become one of the most important additions to President Donald Trump's new administration. We knew that. We knew it. So those of you out there, President Musk, you're morons. Donald Trump takes backseat to nobody, for better or worse at times. So yeah, we know who's in charge. You can play this little game. Whatever. With Musk's advice being the driving force behind the USAID shutdown, that is not USAID. Do not call it USAID. That is United States Agency for International Development. It's a slush fund from our government and the CIA. And yes, they did some good. But for every one good thing they did, they blew out money. They were regime changing. They were ending some people in some countries. They're giving away crap that never should have happened. They actually funded the college education of Anwar al-Awlaki, one of the biggest terrorists in history. So, yeah. And they've already the auditing has shown in the last few years, they've spent over $250 million directly to terrorist organizations or organizations connected to terrorist organizations. It's like we're just fighting both sides of everything. We give to Israel, give to Palestine. We give to this side of a war and this side. We're helping everybody. We're just feeding the complex that is just our money going out. We're feeding a military-industrial complex. We're feeding the supply-industrial complex for those. Stop. We're done. So I'm all happy with the ASID shutdown. I want auditing of every agency. It represents Trump's election promises cut back on federal spending in the deep state. Yes, we knew that. What to know? Ooh. Previously, it was reported that DOGE staff had received equivalent training and security clearance to federal employees who work with sensitive information. However, the White House has not confirmed if Coruscant has received these clearances. No, they're just going to say, go on in, young man. Stop it. This is a bit stupid. Just because they haven't confirmed it, they're trying to throw shade. They're not letting this guy dig through stuff. And by the way, when you hear, oh, he's got your info and he can do this with it and change this and dump this. No, it's read only. Everything they're doing is read only. Then they take what they read and find through the code and go report it. Coruscant, a high school graduate of with a history of launching startups, has founded at least 5 companies across multiple jurisdictions, including Connecticut, Delaware, and the United Kingdom. Damn. And he's 19. However, many of these ventures, sounds like a young Elon Musk. However, many of these ventures were absent from his now deleted LinkedIn profile. So, you wouldn't know I owned an auto repair shop. It's not anywhere you can look that up anymore. In 2022, he worked briefly for Path Network, a network monitoring company known for hiring former hackers. According to Wired, that same year, an individual using a Telegram alias linked to Coruscant reportedly sought out a cyber attack for hire service. Yeah, you morons. See, they're trying to throw shade. He's working for a company that a security company that goes after hackers. They hire hackers to find hackers. So what's he doing? He's going out, and he probably had a name for himself, so he's using his old hacker name and going out looking for these cyber attack for hire services. It's part of his job, you idiots. See how they kind of throw shade in there? They don't say part of his job, but come on, right up here. They dance just enough not to get sued. Just enough. But still trying to throw shade on everything. One of Coruscant's adventures, Tesla.Sexy LLC. That's funny. Registered when he was 16. God dang, that's amazing. Manages dozens of web domains, including Russian registered sites. Ooga booga booga, Russia. Here we go again. One of these, still operational, offers Healthy, an AI-powered Discord bot operating in Russia, which could present security clearance challenges, per Wired. You see how they had the wording? Ooh, booga booga, Russia. I mean, oh my God, how dare you operate anything in Russia, which could present security clearance challenges. You think they didn't know this? Come on. You think Newsweek dug this up and Elon Musk didn't know this? Trump administration didn't know this? Nobody else on our cyber intelligence knows this? Come on. This guy has worked with security agencies. Can't think they know. Coruscant worked at Neuralink, another Musk-run enterprise, which is kind of freaky, by the way. Neuralink freaks me out a little. Before joining DOGE, where he has reportedly participated in meetings reviewing government personnel and code. Yeah, he's done that job at other businesses, obviously, before. DOGE, which was mandated by the election result, and Trump told us it was gonna be, has already been responsible for some of the biggest changes the U.S. government in years needed, calling for the U.S. Agency for International Development. I like how they called it by the full name. Thank you, Newsweek. It's not an aid agency. Lefties like to call it U.S. aid, because all the dummies here that watch the news. God, why is Trump ending an aid organization? Wow, he must hate helping people. So good on you, Newsweek. USAID to be dismantled and its services moved to the State Department, which it should be anyway. The State Department is the people who officially should be, if there's any aid to give it, not some other agency who wants to act independently and hide books and hide stuff from the American people. It claims to have saved $1 billion a day in spending on budget cuts alone. Wow. Now, the thing is, USAID, depending on who you look at, had a budget. They were spending 40 to 50 billion of our money, officially, that we know of. And if you look at where it was going, it's stupid stuff. For every one thing where you go, okay, that makes some sense. The rest of it is going to stupid crap. And the bad thing I have to say is, any agency that acts like they're operating without government oversight, they don't have to answer to anybody in government, including presidents, anybody who doesn't want to be audited, and anybody who has hid stuff and are freaking out this much, you really think when they wrote something down in their books, that's exactly what it was? Once again, I'm going to use this same little example. Do you really think Egypt needed $6 million of our money to promote tourism? No, that was written down. But that money, I'm gonna say my opinion, that money went somewhere damn else. That money did not go to Egypt. At all. Nowhere. Okay. Let's see. Saved $1 billion. I got stuck somewhere. Saved $1 billion. Okay. That's me when I get going. This is the caffeinated rush after a gym workout. However, the organization is solely advisory and is not a full part of the federal government. No, but they are an official part. They even have offices there, and they have constitutional mandate to do so. He can hire these people for a certain amount of time. All recommendations it makes must be approved by President Trump or his cabinet. So see, they're not doing it. They bring the reports, the findings to the official people. The full official, let's put it that way, full official. The permanent ones, the ones that are going to be there Trump's whole presidency. The ones actually appointed totally by Trump. Once again, cabinet. They make the decisions. So DOGE, while the lefties are freaking about DOGE, they're not doing anything. They bring it in. Trump and his people go, okay, after they talk to him, see what we're going to do with what. Okay. What people are saying. Elon Musk said on social media in response to Cora Stein being identified, can't believe they doxed another DOGE member. I'm a little weird on the doxing. I remember a time where you could open up a phone book and everybody's name, phone number, and address is in there. So we had a doxing book. That's just me. But yeah, the problem is doxing back then. Nobody thought to go over into somebody's house and screw with their family and stuff. So I kind of get it. It's because we were a little more responsible. We knew we had this big book of doxing. You come after my place, I can look you up. So, former FBI agent E.G. Hilbert, wow, he sounds like an FBI agent, told Wired on Thursday, if I was doing the background investigation on him, I probably would have recommended against hiring him for the work he's doing. I'm not opposed to the idea of cleaning up the government, but I am questioning the people that are doing it. Once again, screw you. You just wanted more of these same lackeys, the same in-house conventional people that have done nothing. Zip, zero, zilch, nada. Would have got done. It would have been patting somebody in the butt. Somebody would have said, oh, you can't do this. Would have been buried, hidden. No. I'm happy for this. What happens next? DOGE continues to make sweeping changes in the federal government, with Musk spearheading cuts to USAID and DEI practices. He's also now going after FEMA, since FEMA got caught, busted out by DOGE after Trump's executive order. No more money to these illegal aliens. We're not supporting them. No more for housing them and all this crap. FEMA sent $59 million last week, that's 1 week, to a few hotels to support these people again. 59 more million of your taxpayer dollars did not go to help you out, your family out, the veterans, our homeless, our people that need help or medical attention or anything else. Went to them, and that's just the housing amount. That doesn't include the debit cards, the medical, the cell phones, the game systems, other food, because a lot of them are throwing away food at these 4-star hotels. It's not our stuff, what we like from our country. You should give us that. F you, go home. So yeah, this is... I'm all for it. I'm all for going after FEMA. And here's something cool about the FEMA thing. Our government, whether you're city, county, state, federal, whatever, they overspend all the time, or they let companies like construction companies out of contracts. Construction company, this has to be done, the contract says this has to be done by June 30th. Come around July 30th, they're not done. Not even finished. They never enforce penalties, never try to get money back when they spend wrong or overspend. Right now, Trump and his cabinet are saying they're going to try a clawback. They want this $59 million back because it was illegally spent. That is our government. That is actually a borderline treasonous, but totally seditious thing to do. The commander-in-chief, the president of the United States, and his cabinet gave orders. No more of this. And FEMA said, we're going to do it anyway. I'm glad they fired those people. They fired at least 2. And I think they should be prosecuted. That is seditious. Now imagine if a head of a department, when Biden's handlers said no more, they sent down their mandate for these agencies. Let's say the agencies did the opposite. You lefties would be screeching and screaming to go after whoever did that, those agencies who disobeyed your president. You'd be wanting to go after them And you would want them jailed. 100%. That's where I give Democrats credit. Democrats, for better or worse, are rabid about getting their revenge or paybacks. This is where we need to do the same. It needs to be fully prosecuted, 100%. Anybody involved. I don't care if it's a lower guy in the clerk's room who wrote that check, knowing Trump had given executive orders not to. I want them never to hold a government job again. I want them to be all fired, not just the top two, all fired. I was just following orders. Shit is done. Done. We've never let anybody else in history get through that. But our government people, just following orders. No. I want them gone. So, yeah, he's going after FEMA, and there's talks about going after the IRS. So, and I really want the IRS audited. Any agency that is gleeful and draconian about auditing average citizens, where it costs thousands of dollars to go through an audit. Sometimes up to $10,000 to go through an audit. And when they find out you did nothing wrong, you don't get that money back. You're screwed. So if you were afloat before, you're screwed. You're done. You just lost $2,000 to $10,000. Yeah, neato, huh? I think that, when you're proven to have done nothing, that money should come back to you from the IRS. Yeah, 100%. I believe that with everything. When you are accused of a speeding ticket or a moving violation, you got a dash cam, you go into court and you prove it. And even if you tell the officer, dude, you don't want to do this ticket, it's right here on camera. Too bad. Fight it in court. Because they know there's money still coming into the government. They know a lot of people won't show up to fight it. Sometimes it's cheaper just to take the ticket. That's crap. That's not the way it should be. You get a ticket, you go to court. Especially if you tell the officer you have dash cam footage proving him wrong, and he still writes you a ticket, you should go to court. When you win that comes out of the officer's paycheck, or at least the department. You should pay nothing. In fact, you should be paid for your time. That police officer, when he comes in to testify against you or say, yeah, I wrote this ticket, he's getting paid. You, as the boss of these people, is not getting paid. So I think our government needs a lot more accountability from the ground up. You should not be taking from the people and expecting people to just deal with it, when you're wrong. That would cause accountability right there. They wouldn't just frivolously giving tickets out. Wouldn't be frivolously, auditing people. There'd be a whole bunch of things in our government change if we really had some type of transparency like that, where you were treated as the equal of our government, which is our employees, which you are not. Your time should be paid for. If they are wrong, you should be made whole again. You should have total redress for that. So, okay, but I'm going to move on here a little bit. Now, one of the biggest things to do with this whole DOGE thing with big balls, and I swear the Democrats love saying big balls, even though they don't seem to have any right now, because, man, the DOGE has got them by the sack, and they are squealing. Now, they're talking about how, oh my God, a lot of the people in Musk's DOGE are 19 and 22-year-olds, and oh my God, just too young. Really? Huh. Our military people, a lot of those are 18 years old, 20-something years old, driving $100 million tanks, firing artillery, getting fired on, flying multi-million-dollar drones, firing multi-million-dollar missile systems, working on nuclear reactors. Suddenly, those 18 to 22-year-olds are good enough for you. But hey, when they're going to audit the government, holy shit, they flip out. When it's for Democrat wars and or deep state, some Republican warmongers, looking at you, Lindsey Graham, and McConnell. Yeah, never met a war you didn't like, did you guys? So they love it. They love 18 to 22-year-olds or 25-year-olds when it's their wars or when it's good for them. As soon as it's auditing the actual government, squeal. Now, here's a little problem. Not just those military people they love and don't mind handing automatic weapons to go fight in some useless crap war, stuff like that. Here, hop in a tank, get your leg blown off, something. They don't mind that. But here's a cool thing. Even in the public, outright, they don't really hold up to their own ideals. I bring you David Hogg, who was just elected at 24 as the DNC vice chair. And he's been deeply involved in Democrat politics, yes, from the Parkland shooting, which was insanely bad, since he was 16. And I understand him being involved because he was around that shooting. I get it. I'm not picking on him for that. It's how much he stayed in their politics and how Democrats were just fine having a deeply embedded 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, and now 24-year-old in their midst. Somehow he was okay. So it's hypocrisy. When it's for them, for their wars, young is good. When it's going for auditing, even though people are showing to be computer geniuses and have worked in cybersecurity and reading code and everything and hunting this stuff out, it's crap. It's 100% crap. So yeah, I'm tired of the hypocrisy. David Hogg is no better. In fact, he's not as accomplished as these people. He's really done nothing. He took and used his Parkland thing as a grift. I mean, if he had just talked about his issues because of Parkland, I'd have been stayed. So I wouldn't have been giving him so much harsh treatment, but he's gone on and stuck his nose in a bunch of crap. Really young. He's a far lefty. He's kind of the lunatic fringe. And as you can see up here, David Hogg, self-proclaimed politically toxic Parkland shooting activist. Well, the problem is, it's not just him saying it. A lot of centrist Democrats are worried about this guy. They do not like him. He once labeled himself as one of the most politically toxic people in the country, too radical for politics. Democrats think so. You don't think so? Hey, look. Politico, the people who get millions of your dollars in USAID. Why some centrist Dems fear David Hogg could do more harm than good? Because he's too far left. He is part of the problem that caused the Democrats to get slaughtered in the election. But once again, Democrats had no problem with this young 20-something person being in their midst, being near the upper end of their party, pushing out their misinformation, information, whatever policies when he was 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and he's nowhere near as accomplished. He has not started multiple businesses. I'll bet that 19-year-old has a crap load more money than this guy because he's started businesses. Holy crap. I wish I had that level of brain power. I don't. I'm a dummy. I'm down here in my basement around my toys and stuff. I'm a dum-dum. So yeah, I don't like this crap. It's just stupid. And I was going to end with just a little thing here. One of the things also the Democrats are bitching about is how they ended the Consumer Financial Protection Agency, or Bureau, sorry. Musk and Trump, they're closing that down along with the USAID. But I like this, how they say, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is an independent agency of the United States government responsible for consumer protection in the financial sector. Okay, I'm going to call outright bullshit. I do not think any government agency can remain independent, especially if you are based in Washington, D.C. I love the idea I've heard of floating around about moving a lot of these agencies out of Washington, put them around the country. Put one in Iowa, put one in Montana, one in Texas. Break them up. When they're all together like this in that dirty-ass city, I do not believe any of them can be independent. I do not believe so. I just don't think so. And there's been a lot of stuff in the past to show that they're not independent. They really don't protect the consumer over a lot of big business, especially depending who's in power at the time. It's another agency that Democrats seem to have used heavily for their buddies like Pfizer and everything else. So I'm not for it. So yeah, and especially if Elizabeth Warren has anything to do with it. But I just wanted to kind of throw that out there. That's what another thing you're screaming about. Oh, consumer protection agency doesn't care about people. He just wants to help his big billionaires. No, this helped big billionaires. They were dirty. It's just like the FDA. Come on, the FDA still hasn't had time to test out the viability of vitamin C. But boy, they can pump out all these drug ads on TV for drugs so fast and they're coming out in the ads. My doctors have never heard of them. I go to a very well-respected medical center for my lung problem. There aren't a lot of them in the country that can deal with my lung problem. So I have to go to a good one. And there's a lot of times my doctors, you even mentioned, I've done this for fun. Not meds I need, but it's like, have you heard of it? Like, we don't even get to, my doctors, I said, they don't even get to hear these drugs till they're on TV. They get people asking them, hey, how about this drug? And they haven't even seen documentation on it, read nothing about it, never even heard the name. That is your FDA. Pumping drugs out, just giving drug companies, hey, okay, before even doctors get to hear about them. We are one of the few countries, by the way, who gets to have drug ads on TV. Most countries do not allow that. Why? Because they want the doctors to see these things first and be able to look it over before some person walking in, hey, this will make me skinny. Give me that jab. Hey, I can pork down, do what I want, but this will make me thin. People are demanding these things and going, hey, come on. And doctors are just like, dude, we haven't known nothing about this stuff yet. So that's kind of where I wanted to end it. This little stream here, but no, this whole big balls thing is just smoke and mirrors. I believe it's absolute crap. I do not think it's worth anything it's on. I think that they're just trying to obfuscate. They're angry about losing their slush funds. They're angry about losing the power, their ability to hide things. I mean, when Elizabeth Warren is on video, was it 15 years ago or something like that? Go look this up. Elizabeth Warren is on video saying it's crazy how we do not know where our government agencies are using our money and that they're not audited. That was fine then. But somehow, once again, Trump derangement syndrome. When Trump does it, ooga booga. So I think it's all total bullshit. It's obfuscation. It just shows, once again, so much of the media is on the side of deep state and Democrats. And that's the other thing they're mad about. The USAID scandal, the FEMA stuff, the IRS, it's all showing, as they're going through everything, showing how much it was just set against you. They were paying media sources on one side. Politico got over $8 million. You got all these media sources. They were giving money to the BBC. People go, oh, that's BBC charity. Do not give a rat's ass. You really think, they go, that's a separate arm. Bull. Bull, bull, bull. That is their arm where they can, give a little bit of money to everybody else. That's their slush fund. It's amazing how much all this money, you don't see USAID was giving a bunch to Fox News or Newsmax. You don't see a lot of centrist, libertarian, or right-leaning getting all this money. You're not finding a bunch of that in the books. It's all crazy DEI in other countries and promoting transgenderism in other countries and electric cars and companies and countries do not have a grid worth a hell to run one electric car, let alone a bunch. This is what USAID was doing. Supposedly, you remember, giving money to Egypt for tourism. And that's one of my biggest ones. But there's a whole bunch of others out there where it's like, you look at it and go, do you really think that's where that money was going? No. They just wrote down anything in the books. You get your Captain Crunch decoder ring out, and they sit there with a Captain Crunch decoder ring, and if you knew the code, you'd find out that money is going into this guy's pocket, this guy's super PAC. I mean, come on. This has just decimated the Democrats. The Democrats are seeing the biggest unfavorability. They've been dropping in favorability since DOGE has been finding this stuff. Even Democrats are going, oh shit, this is bad. Democrats are, the meme, the old Nazi meme from, what was it, was that Monty Python? I don't know, but they're saying, are we the baddies? Yes. A lot of Democrats having their eyes open going, oh shit, holy crap. but their media has backed it too long. They have to stick with it. They were receiving monies from this. It's part of the power base. And, I think it's going to be a lot worse for them coming up. I think as we dig through agency after agency, I see them just losing out a lot. And will there be some pain for some of us out here, including myself? Yeah, there might be. But hopefully we get rid of the waste, restructure, or consolidate agencies and get things back on track. But those are my opinions. Those are my thoughts. Let me know below, what do you think? Do you think this big balls thing is just a cover for their or do you think the Democrats are obfuscating because they're mad about everything that's going on? They're losing their power, they're losing their money, and they're just throwing this out to try to, still throw shade instead of being honest. I mean, there's a lot of the lefty media, and I watch them, who do not report all the stuff they're finding. They'll just go, but Trump just removed irrigation aid from Maguba Buba country here, or from Nicaragua or something. So these people won't get irrigation, and they took away the food help for this country. For every one of those they did 10 crap things. 2, why is our money going to every country in the world? I'm tired of it. Our taxpayer money needs to stay here. I personally am for zero aid leaving this country for 10 years. Until we push that money back in, 1, bring down our deficit, 2, fix our country. Get our citizens back at level. Get our veterans fixed. Get our roads fixed. Get our housing problems, food problems, energy problems. Get everything fixed here. And then we can go back out in the world and try to see who we can help out. Until then, all the rest of you, it's about time you go look to somebody else. All you countries who want to bitch, America's so stupid. We have national health care, you don't. Yeah, because we're paying for your shit. Because we're paying so much. You get to not pay for your defense. We get to do it. You're not defending, we're out in international waters defending trade routes with our Navy. You're not. When you have a problem with a neighbor, you call us. When you have a natural disaster, you call us. When you just don't do what you should, because you have so many austerity programs, that you have another problem in your country where you're a shortage or something, you call us. And the bad thing is, we are borrowing money to help the rest of the world. We should never borrow a penny. We are broke. In debt. Over $33 trillion in debt. It's insane that we borrow money to go help some other country. If we were flush or close, I would say, no problem, let's help some people. But you cannot bury yourself. You must have your own house in order before you can go clean somebody else's or fix their house. Charity starts at home. Those are biblical. So when people go, Christians, you don't want to help people. Go read the Bible. I'm not even a scholar and I know that. Charity starts at home. A man must have his own house in order before he goes and fixes somebody else's. Way past time we fix our house. And this, I think, DOGE and stuff is a good step. And I think the big balls thing they're screaming about is just reeing and screaming and whining. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for stopping in. I'm going to go to dog obedience class. And leave comments below. What do you think? What are your opinions? Are you looking forward to more audits? Are you looking forward to finding out where our money is going? Or are you just, I don't care, it's Trump, bad, bad, bad? I'm sure there's some out there. Still got the TDS. Yeah, I have a problem saying goodbye, guys. That's just me. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Please comment, like, subscribe if you like it, like I said. If you didn't, hey, I appreciate you stopping by at all. Even if you're going to leave a semi-saucy comment, don't get too nasty and I'll leave your comment up. You go get nasty, just do it ad hominem attacks, then I'm going to delete you. I'm done arguing with people who want to just give me bullcrap sources to argue about. So, I'm not going to do it. But I don't like deleting. I like a good discussion, but no more stupidity. All right, guys, I am going to get out of here. I can hear we got to go. I will talk to you later. Be safe, be warm, and if you're in the snowstorm coming, watch out. It's going to get nasty in parts of the Midwest and heading out east. So be careful tomorrow, everyone. Stay safe and enjoy the wins. We just keep winning. Win, win, win. Have a good one, guys.